Hola. What up, everybody? What up? This your boy HL is in the building. We got your boy Quiet Kev is in the building.
Yep.
And this is another episode of Life as I See It. I almost stumbled on my own damn title there. That's freaking ridiculous. Fire this man. I'm firing myself. So what's good, y'all? What's good? It's been like a week, you know what I'm saying? And so we back with another episode. So man, let's dive in. First things first, I gotta tell y'all this just in case you know, because I know there's some people out there that may appreciate this information. Lil Wayne's lyrics, his handwritten lyrics, are on sale. In case you were wondering. Yes, apparently, because Lil Wayne doesn't write.
Right.
That's what he prides himself on. Lil Wayne doesn't write his music, but apparently he does now. Or no, he did. This is like an old notebook that they said he got it back from. This is a notebook that he wrote in back from like 1999. You know, back from the 99 and the 2000.
Yeah. Right.
Him. So you can buy this notebook for $250,000. So.
Wow.
All right, so there's that little tidbit.
$250,000 just for that?
Yeah, $250K. Yep, you know the important stuff. Speaking of important things, this Alabama bill has been, it's been causing a lot of controversy. All I gotta say is that's some fucked up shit. I really want, if anybody listens to this podcast and they disagree or they agree with the bills, I want you to contact me. I'm so serious. I want you to contact me because I really would like to talk to someone who agrees with these bills. I really do, because I really want to understand the way of thinking behind a bill like this, because I really don't. I don't understand why people think that it's okay to tell someone else what they can and can't do with their own personal body. Yeah. I just don't get that concept. And I just really want to understand what I want to see from the other side, basically. I want to see what it is that makes you say, and I'm talking about outside. Don't give me no typical Bible verse and all that. I don't want that. I want if the only thing you got is that, well, in the Bible it said, if that's the only thing you got, I don't want to hear it. Because I've heard that story a million times. That's a whole push of this whole thing is it's all based on the Bible and you know, but we supposed to be separating church and state, but hey, not gonna go there. Anyways, I'm just saying, if that's all you got, I don't want to hear it. I want to hear an honest to God, like somebody's got like a legit reason where they're like, I agree with this and this is why. And that's what I want to know. So if anybody listens to this podcast, or if someone listens to this podcast and you know someone that's like that and they're adamant about it, please link us up. Give them my social media or whatever. My Instagram, y'all know my Instagram is h.l.productions. You can also find me on Facebook. It's just HL Productions. You don't know dots. You can just search that and you'll find my page. So with that being said, let's move on to more pressing matters. Actually, that wasn't really pressing matter. So I'm sorry if I said that, making it sound like that's not a pressing matter, because it really is. But we need to discuss. I was really trying to avoid talking about this. I really was. I didn't want to do it, but I gotta talk about this man, Lil Nas X.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta do it. Yes, the Old Town Road Kid. All y'all done heard the song by now. Y'all kids is singing it. Your schools is singing it. I'm seeing videos online, bro, of like whole schools. All the kids in the school know this song word for word.
That's crazy.
Like, it's nuts. Like, this thing is so viral. It's ridiculous. So let's start from the beginning real quick. So let's rewind a little bit. If you don't know who Lil Nas X is, he's a little black kid. It came out with this song called Old Town Road, and the lyrics are very country. But the beat of the song is more like a hip hop style, like very 808s heavy type of beat. The beat's dope. I ain't gonna lie. I like the damn song. Okay, I'm gonna just say, you heard it here first. I like the damn song. I didn't want to like the damn song because everybody loves this damn song, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Like, I don't want to be like But I gave it a chance. But see,
like the Migos, right?
yeah, like the Migos. Like I didn't want to like them at first either. But again, I can appreciate something that if it sounds good to me, then I can bump it. I don't give a fuck how cheesy it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all keep forgetting I came from like the boy band, like pop era, the TRL era. So like that cheesy shit, I've been there, done that. I don't. I can do cheesy music as long just make it sound good. If I can bump the shit, okay, we cool. Right. So Lil Nas X came out with this song called Old Town Road. It got viral from this app called TikTok that used to be formerly known as Musical.ly. And so somebody, I guess people started using that song in these little TikTok videos that they was making, so that's what made it kind of blow up and get more people listening to it. It started to chart on the Billboard charts. It got on the country, it started ranking, I don't know if it was number 1 on the country charts, but I think it was. But it was on the country charts like high up. It was like close to number 1. It was either number 1 or close to it. And Billboard the next week took the song off the chart completely and said that the song wasn't country enough. Now when that happened, I think that plus the viral, of TikTok is what made that song blow up the way it did to the masses. Because at first it was more or less like kind of like in the TikTok world, which a lot of people use that app. I don't have it, but I know a lot of people use that app. But when Billboard did that, it made news. It made the news. And so when it made the news, that's when everybody started paying attention to it. And everybody was like, oh, what's this song about? And then people started defending him and was saying, you can't take his song off. Like, how you gonna say? And then, of course, there was the racism thing that was said and all this other stuff.
When it comes to country. Let
me say this to y'all real quick. That song it's not a country song. I'm gonna just be honest with you straight up.
It's not.
A lot of people that listen to it, or a lot of people that listen to this, is probably gonna hate me for saying this, because there was a lot of people coming to his defense saying that why can't his song be on the country charts? I'm like, listen to me. It's country lyrics. It's country-like lyrics, right? And they're stereotypical too. They're like stereotypical country lyrics to a hip hop beat. Right. Let's just if we break the song down to what it really is, that's what it is. Right. Stereotypical country lyrics to a dope ass hip hop beat. Right. You know what that is, people? It's called hip hop. That is not new. That genre is not new. So let me just clear the air real quick, because everybody is like freaking out over this style of music, and they're like, well, what do we call it? What is it? I don't know if this is country or if this is rap. It's hip hop, which falls under the umbrella of hip hop. Right. And this is not new. I've heard plenty of hip hop artists, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the shit I heard was dope, but it's the same exact thing that Lil Nas X has in his song. They're stereotypical fucking country redneck like lyrics to a hip hop beat. Right. That's what it is. It's basically a bunch of rednecks that just so happen to know how to rap, and they rap about their life. So it's just like how black people will rap about, how most rappers rap about being in the hood and shit like that. They just rapping about being in fucking the country. It's the same shit. So this is not new, people. It's not new at all. It's called hip hop. It's not a new genre. It's been out forever. But I will say this: he is the first artist from that type of genre to have any kind of super mainstream success. Because all the ones that I've heard, all the songs or artists that I may have heard, I just heard it through other people that was into that genre heavily and knew these artists, and they were playing it, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, this shit's kind of dope. What is this? And that's how I found out about it. But this was a while ago. Like I said, none of this is new. All he did was bring hip hop to the forefront, and he fucked everybody's mind up, because a lot of people that listen, a lot of mainstream society, they don't pay attention to hip hop. They don't know what that is. It's not, like I said, it's not a popular genre. Right. It's not something that you got tons of people. It may be now, because now people gonna try to. So, hey, if you a hip hop artist right now, this is your time. Like Lil Nas X opened the door, so this is your time. You better kick it in and yeehaw through that bitch to Amigos beat. So, because that's what's gonna help you right now. If you want to make some money off this shit, this is your time to blow up, because he kicked the door down for y'all. Now, I had to talk about him. This is what made me actually want to talk about him. He got to deal with Wrangler. So one of the lines in his song, he says, I got Wrangler on my booty, like that. And so Wrangler hit him up, because, in this day and age, social media and everything, like, everybody's just collaborating. I mean, you say something and it goes viral. If you bring up a product in a song and it goes viral, I guarantee you that company's going to call you.
Yeah,
they're gonna call you.
Eminem when he mentioned it.
Right. That same thing with 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
When Beyonce said something about when she made that song 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven jumped all over that shit because it's free promo for them. So typically they want to try to link up with the artist that said it, and they want to try to ride the wave and make some money. Okay, cool. I get it. That's business. The problem that I'm having is the people that have a problem with it. There are people that are listen to me, y'all. There are people that are legitimately mad because he is not a country artist, so he should not be doing Wrangler. He should not be associated with Wrangler. Wrangler should not have given him shit. He should have just stayed a nigga. That's basically what they get at. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Several down seats, motherfucker.
Right. Now, this is one of the quotes that somebody said when Wrangler announced this, like on their social media. This is one of the quotes from one of the upset people. They said, "Yeah, but Wrangler has for hundreds of years been a cowboy/country gold type of jean. Why would you try to make it about rap music just because the rap music is trying to be country? I agree, such a step down for Wrangler." How is it a step down? It's fucking jeans, people.
Right?
They act like that he gonna change. They act like this changes country music as a whole. Like, they act like your whole way of life is fucked up. So you mean to tell me that you can't buy Wrangler jeans anymore because you are authentic, you really love country, and you are part of the country, you love the country life, and because a little black kid that sings about country, y'all don't know what the fuck. I mean, like I said, he could be part of this hip hop shit. Maybe he grew up listening to country and hip hop, and he decided to do that.
Right.
You don't know, but the thing is this boy ain't did nothing crazy. He ain't did nothing like, frivolous. I mean, not frivolous. That's not the word. But he hasn't done anything mischievous. He hasn't fucked nobody over. He hasn't done anything controversial. Right. So my thing is why are y'all making it controversy? That's what my thing is.
Because they live off of it.
Like, you're making this a controversy. Like, you're really up in arms about a little kid making his
upset about something.
Right, but it's a little kid making his come up. Like, he making his little come up. He riding the wave of this song and he making his money. So the Wrangler hit him up. Hell yeah, I'll take that deal too. Because I'm sure it's good. Right. But my thing is why are you so pressed? They're jeans. Get your life. What? So you can't buy Wrangler jeans just because they got a hip hop artist to fucking be a representative of them? Right. I'm confused. Like, that confuses me. I don't understand.
It's crazy because I never really been to Wrangler jeans anyway. So it's like,
I mean, I haven't either. But my thing is just jeans. Just because somebody that you don't like or they make a song that you don't like is now a representative of a product that you feel is only for country and cowboys and that lifestyle. Right. Why does that bother you so much to the point where you're like, I'm not gonna buy your jeans anymore? Like, there was people that was tripping, but I love that Wrangler has been backing him up. Like, they have not just thrown him out to the wolves. Because you know how some companies will do that. They'll let that person take all the heat, and they won't say shit. But they actually responded to this particular person. They said, we appreciate your feedback. I love how they start off like real like customer service, like
Nike.
Yeah, basically like, we appreciate your feedback, but go eat a dick. Right. That's pretty much what they're about to say. So they said, since 1947, we've offered jeans for a variety of wearers and wearing occasions. Our Western heritage in offering quality product for all wearers will always be the very heart of our brand. Very classy. Very classy way to shut it down. They also said that we're incredibly excited about the success of Old Town Road and our partnership with Lil Nas X. It is another great example of the power of music. And in our case, fashion has to unite and inspire us all. So, Lil Nas X, do your thing, make your money, because honestly, I don't know if you're gonna be around much longer. Look, dude, you gonna have to find something. Look, let me just give you a little hint of advice. I hope whatever songs you recording, because I've seen him on social media talking about how he's been working with certain artists, and apparently he's been working with some really like high up there artists, which I'm like, wow, okay. Like,
this was Billy Ray Cyrus' like comeback, huh?
And this was Billy Ray Cyrus's comeback, which, by the way, this song, him jumping on that remix, gave him his second #1 hit in his entire career. Right. Now, the man been out since, like, what, 80s, 90s? Yeah. Guess what his first hit was?
Achy Breaky.
Achy Breaky Heart. Yeah, that was the last fucking song he did. Right. That's why I found it so funny that I saw people when they was posting the remix, they was like, oh, man, he done hooked up with a country legend. And I'm like, a legend? Because he made a one-hit song, like, that just sticks around forever.
Right.
It's like a joke song. Like people don't take that song, Achy Breaky Heart.
Right.
Nobody takes that song seriously. It's not like a work of art.
Right.
It's not like a Beatles album or something. It's not like, oh man, that Achy Breaky Heart, man, fucking classic, man.
Right.
I throw on that Achy Breaky Heart and it's over with. Like I'm ready to fucking fuck shit up. Like, no.
Oh my god.
He just so happened to have a catchy ass song back in the day. He jumped on this. Hey, more power to him. He basically did. Now I see where Miley gets it from.
Right.
You know, just jump on whatever's gonna sell.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
She's got an album coming out this Friday too. I'm kind of interested to see how that's gonna play out.
Is she doing the hip hop side again?
I don't know. That's why I said I'm trying to see how it plays out. Apparently, she's really excited about it. Okay. So yeah, Lil Nas X, do your thing. But I hope that you got some more. I hope you got some more fire coming, or you got some other songs. But you're gonna have to prove yourself because people are gonna expect another Old Town Road. This is what happens every single time. One hit wonder comes out. If you don't live up to that song that was so huge, that's the other problem. The song was so big.
Right.
That's very daunting as a new artist to try to top. Your first hit out the gate is so astronomically like popular.
Yeah.
That's very hard to like jump off the, you know what I mean, come up with a follow-up hit.
Yeah.
So hopefully he does. I mean, you know I've heard a little bit of his backstory and all that. So, you know, it's gotten him out of a situation, him and his family out of a bad situation, which is good for them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that aspect, like I said, I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know how this shit goes.
Right.
You already starting to get the one hit wonder label, so you better come with something quick because you can't keep milking this shit forever.
Right.
I mean, you could try, but so moving on. So one of the things that happened. So speaking of, we was talking about music. So now let's move on to movies. So I've talked to y'all in the past about Aladdin when it was about to come out, the new Aladdin with Will Smith. So the movie came out this past Memorial Day weekend, and of course, a lot of people went to go see it. I don't have the numbers on how good it did or how much it sold. I honestly didn't really care to look it up that much. I just know that from the shit that I've seen, the more and more clips I see of it, the more I'm like, But here's the thing: the critics have spoken, and the general consensus that I'm getting is that people are saying that Will Smith didn't do a bad job. They're saying that he didn't do a bad job. However, what they did say was that it's a good movie, but it's not going to be as satisfying as the original, which is essentially what I was thinking it was going to be like. Mm-hmm. I was thinking that it was going to be just like that. I figured it was going to be not a bad movie, but it wasn't going to be as fulfilling and fun as the first one. And so also when they were critiquing Will Smith's character and how they played it, we all know that he's going to get the Robin Williams comparisons. Even Will Smith knew that. Apparently he sat on the role when he was approached with it, and the first initial reaction he said was, hell no. Mm-hmm. He literally said that. He was like, the first time they approached me with that, I was like, what? Robin Williams? Hell no. Like, I'm not messing with that. So he was in his right mind at one point. Mm-hmm. And then something happened with one of the songs. He decided to rap the song, Friend Like Me. He said he went to the studio, was messing around with some beats, and one guy threw on this drum beat, and he started rapping another, a Friend Like Me to it. And that's when he was like, oh, you know what? I think I could do this. So here's the other thing he said. A lot of the inspiration from the movie or for the character, he got from the Fresh Prince. So the critics have spoken, and pretty much Will Smith's version of the genie isn't bad, but basically the genie in this Aladdin is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air if he had magic. Mm-hmm. He's the Fresh Prince. If the Fresh Prince had magic, that's exactly what the genie is. Because that's the vibe that they say that he went on. So I wasn't really hype about it. When I saw Jafar, that was it for me. Jafar don't look. That killed me, man. Jafar don't even look nothing like Jafar. Like, I know that Jafar. He
doesn't look menacing. He doesn't look evil.
Yeah, he don't look evil. He don't even look mean. Like, even if you can't get the facial structure, because I know that Jafar, the way he was drawn, like he has like this really long, skinny face, and that's like a hard feature to find. But at least find a motherfucker that looks scary or badass without trying. Like, he's supposed to look scary. Like, when you saw Jafar, you knew that nigga was bad. Right. Like, you knew he was up to no good. They got this dude that's playing Jafar. He out here looking like French Montana. Right. I'm like, he don't look scary at all.
I supposed to be scared of that guy?
You just grab any Middle Eastern dude, huh?
Yeah.
You just grab. He did not have a beard.
Pretty much.
He had a Prince sideburn coming down to a goatee that twirled. It was very Prince-like.
Oh my god.
So I mean, I don't understand this story. And Jasmine, I feel like they could have found a better Jasmine. She may have played the role, but nicely. But I feel like character-wise, should have picked another one.
Yeah.
But hey, that's neither here nor there. What's gonna happen is it's gonna make a lot of money anyway, and Disney is gonna think that what they did was okay. So y'all just gonna keep on keeping on. Y'all just gonna keep on
That's
inspiring
what makes me scared
them.
of Lion King.
Yeah, I'm scared for the Lion King, and we'll get there when it comes. But speaking of movies and reboots, so Chris Rock, of all people, not Chris Tucker. I know people always mix them two up for some reason. Whenever I say Chris Rock, it's just I think it's because of the Chris name, and they're both comedians, and they're both black. Yeah. So everybody's just like, oh, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, same nigga, right? So, so Chris Rock, the other black guy, he is going to reboot the Saw series, the Saw movies. Now, the first thing out of your mouth is like, what the hell? Yeah. Like Chris Rock is a comedian. I blame Jordan Peele for this. Jordan Peele, you did this. You started out as a comedian.
All these comedians trying to do scary.
And then he went into the scary. Then he went into like the suspense scary movie genre and killed it. Like we gotta give him props. He killed it on Get Out and on fucking Us. He kills it. So now we got all these other comedians. Now it's like, you know what? I could do horror too.
Right.
So here we are, people. So apparently Chris Rock is teaming up with the people from Twisted Pictures and Lionsgate, and they're saying that it's slated to be released around, they're thinking of October 23rd of 2020. They said that basically the way it's going to be done is they said, this was a quote from one of the people from Lionsgate. They said, when Chris Rock came to us and described in chilling detail his fantastic vision that reimagines and spins off the world of the notorious Jigsaw Killer, we were all in. They said Chris conceived this idea, and it will be completely, basically they'll stick to the legacy of the material while reinvigorating the brand with his wit, creative vision, and passion for this classic horror franchise. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I will say this.
It's already a classic, huh?
What? Oh, yeah. Yes, they did say classic horror. I do like the Saw series.
I like it too.
Would I call it a classic like horror franchise? I feel like
it hasn't even been out a decade.
Right, like let it rest. Yes. You know what I mean? Let's talk in 20 years and see what happens. But then they're gonna ruin it by making well, I don't know if they're gonna ruin it. It might end up being good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We never know. It might actually end up being good. And all I gotta say is I, for one, am gonna be bad, and I am going to probably watch it.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see a trailer. I'm real big on trailers. You show me a
trailer. Yes.
I gotta go off the trailers because your trailer is what's supposed to sell me on this movie.
Exactly.
So that's why I wait for a trailer. I will say I'm interested because I know I really like Chris Rock as a comedian. I feel like he's very intelligent. I just talking. Yes, I know he's a comedian, but he's very intelligent. I know that he's into a lot of different things. So if they were gonna redo it with a comedian of any type, I would say either Jordan Peele or Chris Rock if that's what they got. It sounds odd. I know people. It sounds odd. It sounded odd to me too. We'll see.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens when they come out with a trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Hollywood. They got all kinds of weird shit going on. Robert Pattinson, Pattinson, the guy from
Twilight guy.
The Twilight guy. Yes.
The only movie he's ever been known for.
But guess what? He finna be your new Batman.
No, I don't care about that.
He said, I don't care about no fucking Batman.
He's even strong. Like,
he's got gadgets, bro.
Christian Bale's my Batman, sorry.
Christian Bale's your best Batman?
Yep.
I don't care for Batman, really. I know a lot of people gonna hate me for saying this. But yeah, so the Twilight guy is good. They're saying that they're in talks with him. They said that he is a top choice. And they are in negotiations.
Who else they choosing from?
I don't know. That's the only one they brought up.
That's their top choice.
That's their top choice and only choice, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody wants to touch a Batman role at this point. They have ruined Batman so much.
Yes, just like they ruined Superman.
And I feel like they ruined a person's career after it, too.
Yes.
Like, What's his name doing? Ben Affleck.
Nothing.
What is he doing?
Nothing.
He doing shit. First J-Lo ruined this shit. Then he kind of recovered, and then he came out on Batman, and now he's back in the shadows.
Yeah.
So
You should have just stayed in the shadows.
Well, he did not, I think he is now. So we shall see. So be looking out for that. The Twilight guy might be the new Batman. Hey, it may work. He has grown since Twilight. In Twilight, he looked like a little twink boy, but now he.
Yeah, but what has he done lately?
It don't matter. Think about Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. was doing nothing but going to jail all the time and getting drunk and getting arrested all the fucking time.
That's true.
And here we are, 20,000 movies later, and $1 million movie money. Can't even talk. They got a lot of money.
Right.
So did he.
Yeah.
So did he. I told you about that. I told you about the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
How he made $5 million for like an hour of work.
Right. That's crazy.
I was like, Jesus. So yeah. The world is crazy. Like I say that shit all the time because I can't get away from it. Like it really is. The world is crazy. The world that we live in is crazy. So, it's just all kinds of weird stuff going on. You got Kim and Kanye naming their child Psalm West.
Because Chicago West is the best.
But Psalm, like literally like the Psalm, like from the Bible, Psalms.
Yeah,
this child is named Psalm West, and
because
I'm saying
I don't know, man. This digity, whatever the shit.
I don't know what Kanye is trying to do, but I feel like Kanye is making a cult.
He named himself Jesus, so okay.
He's making a cult, bro. I'm saying, what do you think all those Sunday service things are he be doing online? Every time I see that Sunday service shit, it remind me of the fucking what's the dude's name that went on the island and made them drink the Kool-Aid?
Oh shit.
Every time I see that shit, because it's just a bunch of people in a circle singing music all in white, like all in these white like outfits and robes and shit. And I'm like, this look very cultish, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people are into it, and a lot of people loved it when he started putting it online. It was like a thing, and everybody, oh, Kanye's doing this. And I'm like, that shit look like some cult shit. Yes. I don't know about that shit, bro. Like, what else is he doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
like
we all know.
He named himself Jesus, so.
Yeah, okay. He's doing a lot of stuff. Well, you know, his clothes that he dropped on Coachella when he performed, he was selling merchandise, and all of it was just all religious stuff. It was saying like Holy Spirit, like Sunday service, like all this other stuff about God. Like he had all kinds of like religious references on there. So he named his child Psalm West. So I'm sure he's gonna probably make a song called Psalms or something that's gonna somehow relate to the Bible and his child. I don't know. Knowing Kanye, he would do some shit like that.
Yeah, he would.
So there's that. Kanye.
Man, you make it so hard for me to like you, man.
I just want to know when he hit his head so hard. Like that's what I want to know. Like something happened to that boy. He never recovered
from that car.
Nah, I think it was his mom dying.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
But that's neither here nor there. So depending on where you from, you may have one of the sexiest accents in America. So there was a I'm serious. There was a list that was done that ranked all the 50 states and their accents by which is the highest rank, like the sexiest accents. So I don't know about you, but I don't really feel like America has sexy accents. Americans. Yeah. I just really don't.
From New York.
I don't think that's sexy though. I don't know that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the New York accent. Like, I love the accent. I'm not saying I don't like any of the accents, but I don't think that any of them are sexy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give you the full list, but I'm gonna give you at least the top 10. So the 10th, Californian. So Californian accent is the number 10. Is number 10 on the list.
Really?
St. Louis beat California. It came in at number 9. Philly. I don't know what a Philly accent sounds like. Is it kind of like a Boston accent? I don't know. I can't think of a Philly accent. I just can't, not off the top of my head. Hawaiian was number 7. Mississippi.
Southern? Really?
I guess the Southern accent, I guess. But they said Mississippi, so there's an accent from Mississippi apparently.
Well, I don't think that's sexy either, but whatever.
It's number 6. Number 5 is Chicago. Chi-town.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know how that happened. I really don't. I'm from Chicago and I love my city, but I just don't know how the hell that is number 5 on the list. But hey,
Southside.
Hey, more power to him. I'm with it. Mainer. The Mainer, for I guess the Maine accent.
Oh, okay.
New York is number 3. So speaking of New York, New York ended up being number 3. Number 2 was the Boston accent.
Boston.
So the Boston accent is apparently sexy.
Huh?
The number 1 sexiest accent in America, the Texas accent.
Oh, hell no.
He's so bad. Yes, the Texan accent.
Texas?
Yes, the Texan accent is the. He's so appalled. He's like, recount, nigga, recount.
Right?
No.
Recount for sure.
Yes, Texas. The Texan accent is apparently by far the sexiest accent in America.
Fuck no, it ain't.
So yes, it is. Damn it. That's what the list said. Okay, shit.
That's not my list.
I don't know. What would be your list? What would be your number 1? Well, he ain't got nothing. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I just know it ain't that.
Right.
What's your list? It ain't Texas. That's all he got. He's like, that's all I got.
Right.
So yeah. If you're from Texas and you have that Texan accent, go out and get laid. Because apparently it's the sexiest accent in America. So,
oh my gosh,
just go out and just talk to people. Right. Go outside, like I always try to tell people. Go outside. That way you're not mad about Wrangler jeans and Lil Nas X. Right. So Empire ended their season finale. They had their season finale. They actually had their season finale a while back. But I had to speak on this because it came out after the season finale. So apparently, Empire is going to end after next season. And of course, everybody's thinking that, oh, it's the whole Jussie Smollett. You know, you got to get it right, Smollett. Right. Everybody's like, oh, it's the whole Jussie Smollett situation. And honestly, I'm going to say no. And here's why. The thing about Jussie, here's the thing about Empire. If you watch the show has some crazy ass storylines in it.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the shit that happens, let's be honest, is a lot of the stuff that comes from the past. A lot of it's past that the main character, Lucius, and Cookie have done. All the shit that they have done in the past, all the people that they did dirt in the past, now that he's famous and he's a successful businessman and he's like a celebrity now, now all those people can target him, they can come after him and all that other shit. He's easily accessible kind of thing now. So the whole show premise is basically them always trying to like get these people off their back, you know, trying to like get something from them, blackmail them, whatever it is. But they always seem to survive and get through it. They always seem to kill somebody off and nobody knows about it. They never get arrested. Like, they killing people left and right and like nobody questions it. They never go to jail for it. Like, the cops never come after them. But the cops do seem to come after them for selling drugs. They really want to get him for selling drugs 20 years ago. Like, they really want to focus on that. I'm like, y'all know he just killed somebody last week? Like, for real, like, shot somebody in the face. Like,
he beat somebody's face in the concrete.
Right. Now, this is why I say that the show needs to end, because it is only so many times that you were going to be able to get out of those situations and get away with those situations. And it becomes to a point where it's past TV fake and now it's just fake. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how we got to stretch our imaginations for TV and movies a little bit. Like, obviously there's certain things that you're like, oh, how they do that? Well, because it's a movie. Well, because it's a TV show. But it gets to a point where you gotta still have some realism to your shit. Like, you can't just be completely far-fetched unless it's supposed to be that kind of TV show or movie. But if it's based in real life, like if it's not like a fantasy flick or something like that, if it's based in real life, it should have some reality to it. Yeah. And there's, like I said, there's only so many times you're gonna be able to get out of shit and not get caught or get caught up. Lucius Lyon needs to go to jail. Like, for real, he needs to go to jail. He's done some dirty ass shit for years. So I feel like it's just that time.
Change his ways.
I really feel like I just feel like the show needs to end. Like, they do need to end it, and I hope they go out with a huge bang. I know how Empire always does some crazy. I don't know about y'all.
Be no shit like Game of Thrones and don't say shit and just
You don't know nothing about Game of Thrones. You ain't giving out no spoilers. Not no spoilers here. But apparently the people that watch Game of Thrones was mad. They don't even want to talk about it. They so mad. I'm not even kidding. Like, okay, so the friends that I have that watch it, every time I ask, because I don't know shit about Lord of the Rings. See, this is how you know I don't watch that shit. So yeah, I would ask them about it, and I'm like, so what did you think? Because I don't watch it at all. Like, I'm not interested in it. I don't want to watch it. I don't care how much y'all try to pressure me. The answer is no. So I asked them, I said, so how was the big finale? they were legit mad. They were, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, oh God. Like, like really? Like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I was like,
I haven't even asked my friend about it because he watches it.
I was like, okay, so change of subjects. Because, I mean, like, they for real was mad, and I didn't want them to start, like, throwing shit. So I was like, I might just let this one go. I think I'm gonna let that one go. Oh, so we were talking about crazy names real quick, and I got on a tangent, and I went off the rails here. I kind of always do that, you know. But hey, you know, that's what makes the show the show. So, so we got Psalm West. It's a crazy ass name. Apparently, though, crazy names, and especially naming children after like technology and famous tech products and famous products is a thing. I didn't know this.
Really?
Because I have yet to run into a child with some of these names. Like, they have a list. I'm gonna give you some of, like, I think they give me like, they give you like a short list here of some of the popular names. But listen to this. They said last year, 109 babies born in the United States were named Tesla. 109 babies were named Tesla. People actually named their child Tesla.
Wow.
They said that that's actually down from 2017 when 143 babies were named Tesla.
Wow. So all these babies have the same
These
name?
people out here naming their kid after a fucking electric car.
Right.
Like, come on, bruh. Why you doing this to these kids? Like,
Right.
they ain't got no choice in the matter. Like, I feel like this is what they should do. I feel like kids should be able to grow up, and if you don't like your name, I feel like you should be able to sue your parents to change your name.
Right.
And probably get some damages for that too.
Right.
Cause how hard is your life gonna be with that name?
It's crazy.
So they said that there are far more. They said the name Tesla was far more popular for girls than boys, which I can see that because it ends in an A. Usually, typically names that end in A's, except for mine. They usually for women or for girls or for, you know. So Tesla. So you imagine meeting a girl. She says her name is Tesla. I don't know. That would be a little weird. I would probably be like, Tesla, like the car, like for real.
Yeah.
I would be like dead serious asking. And so and the name started gaining popularity in the early 2010s era. So here are other. So they gave me a car inspired list. So here's a car inspired. Yes, kids are naming parents are naming their kids after cars. So
Oh my God.
this is for 2018. This is what the U.S. government has. But you know, the U.S. government got all our records and stuff, so they pulled all these.
Right.
Chevy. There's kids out there named Chevy. 176 babies were named Chevy. Mercedes. 236 babies. Lexus. I feel like Mercedes and Lexus. Those are both. I've heard those names before.
Yeah,
Typically with strippers and whores, but
Yeah.
they're still there.
Right.
Audi. Somebody named their kid Audi. Yes, 18 babies are named Audi out there.
Oh my gosh.
Ford.
Ford?
I never saw Ford as a name. Like, I could see Ford as a last name.
Yes.
Not as a first. These are first names. I could see Ford as a last name, not as a first name. But these people have named 419 babies are named Ford. Oh, I got you one. Bentley, of course. I mean, but you know, let me. Bentley ain't bad. It's not a bad name because even though it is named after a car, it's still weird. Never mind.
Yeah,
So Bentley,
that's weird.
3,393 babies were named Bentley last year.
Wow.
And Dodge, 15 babies.
Dodge.
15 kids out there are cursed with the name Dodge.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go, people. So if you run into any of these, you may in the
I need to
future.
stop all y'all parents.
So some of y'all in the future may run into these kids that are named after cars. You may run into a Tesla. You might marry a Tesla. So there you go.
Yeah, okay.
So there it is. You know what else is fucked up? So this lady in California. Now I always talk shit about Florida because they do always have a lot of crazy ass stories coming out of Florida. Let's just be real there.
Yeah.
But California, they got their fair share of some crazy ass stories.
Yeah, that's true.
I want you to listen to this headline though. A California bride is combining her wedding with her aunt's open casket funeral to save money on the church.
Wow.
Yep. They said, so this lady from California said that she plans to combine her entourage in a funeral. So she said, this is what she said. This was her quote. She said, due to funeral costs skyrocketing, they had decided to have an open casket session at their nuptials. The bride went on to explain how her Aunt Karen would be on display, quote unquote, during some of the wedding. They gonna have a dead ass woman up there while they getting married, just staring at everybody.
Wow.
Like, how weird and awkward is this?
Yes.
Like,
What you gonna tell your kids when they born? Like,
it doesn't matter because it gets worse. Okay. So this was the actual quote from her. This is what she wrote online so that she was letting everybody know. She posted this like on Facebook or something, like so that she was letting all the attendees know. She said, "We are all deeply saddened by her loss, but we promise we will not cancel the wedding next week. In her honor, we know she would want us to celebrate and have a day filled with love and joy. I would also like to add that funeral costs are skyrocketing, and we will be having an open casket session during some of the wedding processions. Feel free to stop by during the wedding to say goodbyes. She will be on display for those who wish to gain some closure. Remember, even though losing ones we love can be heartbreaking, there is also a joy in celebrating love and partnerships in marriage." Emoji tear, I just shed it. Or is it shed? I think it's a shed. So yes, I don't know what to call that. I don't know. Is that a funeral wedding? A wedding funeral. Yes. Maybe let's put the positive first. So let's go with the wedding funeral. Yeah. I like that. So it's a wedding funeral. Is anybody else ever heard of this? I have never in my entire life. I feel like those are something that should be so separate.
Yes.
Like so separate. That's like doing a baby shower with an open casket.
Right.
Like you doing a baby shower with an open casket. Like you supposed to be celebrating life and you got this dead ass corpse in here. Like
right. You're supposed to be celebrating love and now you got
right. You got Thriller up in here. So
she wake up and turn to a zombie on you.
Yeah, something. Don't get bit.
Right.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh my God, these people, man.
When I say shit is crazy out there in the world, shit is legit crazy.
Oh my
now,
God.
this is the power of social media. I always talk about social media and how terrible it is. Mm-hmm. But you know what? At the end of the day, we all have it. We're all on it. And, but people use it for different things. I have it, but I don't have it to sustain my self-esteem. I don't have it to boost my ego. Yeah. That's not what it's here for. I don't have it for likes and all that other shit. Right. I use it as a tool. We promote this show and other things that I do as an audio engineer, things like that. Yeah, but this is the power of social media. A man who was wanted said that he will turn himself into police if his mugshot gets 15,000 likes on Facebook. And the cop said, okay.
Of course he is.
He negotiated with the cops.
He's white?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Because we wouldn't have got that.
No, but listen, this is what's crazy about it. So he said he wasn't going to turn himself, so they agreed to it. And so this is what they did. The department, the fucking department that arrested and are trying to get him, they posted on their Facebook page a post with his picture, and this was what they wrote. They said, "Here's an interesting one." They said, Jose Sims. Well, his name is Jose. So he might, but in his mugshot, he looked white. But I know there's a lot of Hispanic people that can pass as white. I know. I'm thinking of one right now, and she's probably listening and knowing exactly I'm talking about her right now. But he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, he's Hispanic. Right. But hey, he's white passing. So hey, this is what they said. So he negotiated with me earlier this week through Facebook. So he literally Facebook messaged the cops. Like,
you want that type of relationship with the cops?
Right. How do you have, you could just Facebook message the department and be like, hey, look, let's make a deal. Like, so that's what he said. So they contacted him earlier this week via Facebook and has agreed to turn himself into the Torrington police if we can get 15,000 likes on this post. He said, oh, get this. This is what they put in parentheses. I said 10,000. He wanted 20,000. We split. So this is like Pawn Stars now. Like, nah, let's do 10,000. Nah, man, I want 20. So, okay. It will be difficult Not really.
Right.
But it is doable. So please like this post, and while you're at it, share it, tweet it, Instagram and Snapchat it, or use whatever other platforms are out there that I don't know about. Then again, if you know where either of these guys are, you could always let us know that too. It'd save everyone from the suspense of the 15K. Let's get it.
Right.
That's what they said.
Let's get it.
That's what they said. They are all about it, bro.
Wow.
Now, here's what's crazy about it. The dude's background. I'm surprised with his background that he was able to even negotiate any fucking thing.
Right.
They said that he has 6 cases with the Torrington court after his arrest, and his charges that range from breach of peace and violation of a protection order and to risk of injury to a minor.
Yeah.
So,
He would have been,
yeah, I don't understand why he's even able to even have that option. Like, the fact that y'all can't... The man messaged y'all on Facebook. Do you know how easy it is to track someone from Facebook? Like, literally, cops use that shit all the
All
time.
you seen to do get arrested on Facebook.
Like, literally, IP address, like, something. Because I'm pretty sure he ain't that savvy. And not like, oh, I'm using a burner phone or something. He's probably using some shit that he owns, which you can track. So, the fact that he's even getting that... I don't know. I wish I can give y'all an update. I'm going to give y'all an update on the next episode. I got to find out if they ever got to the 15K. And if they did, I will definitely let y'all know, because I want to know if they got his ass, because he needs to go to jail.
But
I don't think
really freaking like...
I'm mad that they get ready to sit here and wait around for this shit. That's what's killing me. They literally about to wait around for these lights to build up before they can go arrest. So they going to literally check Facebook every day and be like, oh, only at 11,000. We still got a few more to go before we can go get them.
Right.
What? This man broke the law and he's got 6 cases with y'all.
Right.
Go and get his ass. What is y'all wait? Let me digress. I don't know. I just don't understand this shit sometimes. Like, I just don't get it.
It's just crazy, man. Like, seriously.
The world is crazy, but it's the power of social media, man. Like I said, social media is huge, and it's, as you can see right there, you can even negotiate turning yourself in.
With the cops.
I feel like OJ would have did this if we had like Facebook in the 90s, because that's pretty much what he did too.
Nigga doing that.
That's what he did too. Remember when he was like negotiating with turning himself in and shit, because he was cool with all of them.
Right.
So I feel like that would have been the equivalent of what OJ would have done had it been in the 90s. But, you know, let's surpass that. And speaking of like just... So we talked about the sex robot brothels on the last episode. So if y'all didn't hear that one, go back and listen to that one, because we talked about sex brothels. Yes, sex robot brothels are real. I think there's only one that I know of for sure. It's in Canada. Yeah, so go listen to that so you can hear more about it. But there is a 100% completely CGI digital model, like an actual model that poses for things, like poses for advertisements and things like that. Now, the reason why I found this out is because Calvin Klein got in trouble for using this CGI model. Now, Calvin Klein used a CGI model. Now, they said that basically they're getting bashed on the internet for doing what's called, they said they've been accused of queer baiting. Which basically Bella Hadid. So Bella Hadid is an actual model. And then you have this computer generated model, which her name is Lil Miquela. That's her name. I wish I could tell you something different. It's Lil Miquela, Miquela. I guess it's better than Tesla. So they should have named that bitch Tesla. Like, she's CGI. I feel like that would have been more fitting than anything. But anyways, so Lil Miquela and Bella Hadid. So basically they released this short video clip of it. It's an advertisement for Calvin Klein, and it shows Bella Hadid standing by herself and Calvin Klein, of course. And then all of a sudden, in comes walking in this other woman. What you don't know is that this woman is actually not real. She's completely 100% CGI. But I will tell you this, the fucking CGI graphics on this shit look so realistic. You honestly cannot tell that it's not a real person. Like, after they tell you it's not a real person, then you can kind of see it. You can see elements of it being digital. But if they didn't tell you and they just showed you a picture of her or this CGI model, you would probably think that this person was 100% real, because it's nuts, the technology that we have. So what happens is, so while she's standing there by herself, the CGI model walks in, and they embrace in a kiss. She comes up to her, she grabs her face, and they have like a little passionate, quick kiss. and then they kind of look at the camera, and the camera dramatically fades out away from their face. Here's what's crazy about it. So people are saying that that's queer baiting. So it's basically like using. So a lot of people are mad. It's the LGBTQ plus community is upset with Calvin Klein because let's be real, Calvin Klein is huge in the community. And with that being said, a lot of people are wondering why the hell didn't you get an actual gay person? Like all these people, there's millions of people in the world, and you went and got a computer chip. So I can understand the reasonings for that. It's like you could have easily gave that job to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they decided to give it to a CGI model, which, by the way, is actually doing. This CGI model has achieved more than all of us, apparently. It was named one of Time Magazine's 25 most influential people on the internet list last year. You know who else was on that?
CGI?
I don't know, but this CGI model was on the list for being one of the 25. That's a short ass list.
Yes.
20. So you mean to tell me that our country and society is so inept with people and leaders that are actually about some shit that we had to throw on a 25 people name roster? We had to put a CGI fucking model that's not real as an influential person on the same list.
It's not even a real person.
On the same list, you have Kanye West, Kylie Jenner, Donald Trump, and Rihanna. So that's where. So if you look at this now, after looking at all those names, I'm like, I guess the CGI model does fit in that list of people. like honestly, let's just. I feel like I feel like a CGI character does kind of fit into that group of people.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's nuts out there. So question: how often do you think people have sex? We have to always talk about sex. I love talking about sex, for various reasons. But one, because I feel like one of the main ones, because it makes people so uncomfortable. Like they're like, oh, I don't want to talk about it, and I like so, but I do it anyway. So, how often do you think people have sex? Like, if you had to go by like minutes, like average time. A week.
A week?
Yeah, in a week. Okay, let me just make this faster. So a new study found no, because I'm boggling your mind right now. So a new study found that on average, couples are having sex, and I bullshit you not, this is the actual number. I did not make this up. This was actually written. That couples are having sex for 69 minutes a week and roughly 9 times a month. They said, but while 3% claim that they have sex up to 30 times a month, 12% of respondents say they never do the dirty. 12% of people that are in a relationship, they got in-house dick or pussy, and
they're not having sex.
And they're not having sex. 12%. That is so sad.
Yes. So sad.
Then they said, but here's the thing though, and I can see this point to a degree. They said that the main reason that people aren't having sex for the lack of sex is because of busy routines. Okay. I can see that. We all know we've been, some people, or we've seen it, you see these couples, they have kids, their kids are involved in stuff, they work, their kids, are all over the place with stuff, and they got to do all of that. And so they're just fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
They're just exhausted by the end of the night, or the end of the day. They're like, I would love to, but we got to wake up tomorrow and do this shit all over again. We tired. We tired. So they said, as a result, now get this. They said, as a result, 52% of Americans are now scheduling time in their calendars for sex. So now people are scheduling sex.
Wow.
That's so sad that we are so busy as a society and we got so much shit going on that motherfuckers got to schedule sex.
Right.
Would you schedule sex?
No.
I asked myself this question, and at first I wanted to be like, hell nah. But then I thought about it, and I was like, because before my knee injury, I was extremely busy, and I will be once my shit gets back, to normal. But I'm extremely busy. So I get how people have busy lives and all that stuff. Scheduling sex, I feel like if it has to be done, then it has to be done. Because everybody's got needs, and at the same time, in the midst of doing all your busy stuff, here's the thing, sex is good for you. It's good for your body. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and plenty of like doctors and scientists and stuff like that will tell you that sex is good for you. So people schedule sex. They said 34% of those people are booking a hotel for the occasion and 30% buy lingerie. I can see that. I can see that. And they said they said Saturday night is the most popular time for scheduled sex. I can see that too. Because you got Monday through Friday, you're working like crazy. Friday night, probably just taking it easy, just glad you ain't got to wake up the next day and go back to the grind. And then Saturday comes, it's like, oh, Saturday morning, you have a nice day, you go out and do things with your family, yada, yada, yada. And you know you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow on Sunday unless you go to church, which ain't that big of a deal. So you're like, well, what else are we doing? Well, Saturday Night Fever it is. So yeah, people are actually scheduling sex now. So I have a question for people, for the listeners. Would y'all schedule sex? Like, be honest. Would you actually schedule sex if you know that you're super busy? And I know a few people that are super busy. Quite a few people that are super busy. My question is, would y'all like actually schedule sex? Would you put sex, like a sex session in your calendar? Like, all right, I gotta be somewhere at this time, and my phone's gonna be off for like 3 hours, you know, so on and so forth. I'm just saying. So yeah, but you know what? I'm running out of time here. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but I gotta leave y'all with a positive ending. This is my thing that I want to do on every episode. Leave you with something positive. We talk all kinds of shit on here, but I'm also a very uplifting person. I love to uplift others. And one of the things that was crossing my mind, and I see people do this all the time, is that people won't do something or involve themselves in something just because they couldn't get other people to do it with them. Live your life. I'm gonna say that again. Live your life. Stop depending on others to have a good time. If you wanted to do something and nobody else is down, then fuck it. Go do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. You don't want to miss out on opportunities in life all because someone else wasn't on the same page as you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think about that. You spend your whole life doing that, and then you're on your deathbed thinking about all the stuff that you didn't do because you couldn't get somebody else to go with you. Stop doing that shit. Go out and live your life. Because
I started doing that a long time ago, man.
Yeah, because it's your life at the end of the fucking day. It's your experiences, your life. And here's the thing. If nobody else wants to go out and do it with you, go out and do it anyway, because you're going to meet other people who, guess what? They like to do shit because they're out doing it too.
Right.
So you may meet new people, which, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. In my eyes, I love to meet new people.
Right.
So in my eyes, I feel like going out and meeting new people is super cool, because obviously the friends that you got now is, I don't know, they fucking whack, I guess, or boring, or maybe they're just busy. I don't know. But go out and meet new people, because now at least you know that these people that you're meeting, at least you know that they enjoy the stuff that you're into, because guess what? Y'all doing the same thing.
Right.
So that's what I want to leave y'all with on a positive note. Live your life. Your life is precious. Life is too short. As you can see, there's craziness going on out in the world, and we never know when we're gonna go. So let's not waste time. Let's not waste our lives. Just go out and live. Go out and live. And don't let anybody hold you back. You're better than that. You're awesome. You were born an original. Do not die a copy. So with that being said, I enjoyed doing this show for y'all. Yes. I hope that y'all listen. Please like, share, comment. I want the interaction. Like I said, I know I was on a little hiatus, so I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all stopped listening. I noticed this. I mean, I don't know by name, but I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at logistics and numbers here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying, like, come on, fuck with your boy. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this. So share, comment, like. If you like the show, share it. I make all the links shareable. Share them on any of your social media sites. I'm not embarrassed about anything that I put out there. I know exactly what I'm putting out there. So if I put it out, you can share it. You can go ahead and share it and put it out there. So. Like I said, Instagram is h.l.productions. On Facebook, you can hit me up on HL Productions, no dots. And with that being said, love, peace, and hair grease. Cheer.
Yep.